Good morning, doctor. Today we're going to be doing a demonstration of Panda scanner. Okay, I'm going to be showing you what we get inside the box and the calibration tool. We get a calibration tool, and I'll show you the software demo for scanning. I'll use a resin teeth. It's in my bag. I'll take it out soon. And then I'll show you some post-processing, what we can do with the software, and I'll show you a bit of the cloud software. Okay? Okay. Now, let me start by what we get inside the box. What I have for my demo here is the Panda P2. Okay, Panda P2. This is a demo unit. Okay, and we get 4 different extra tips, and I'll explain to you what we get. So this has a D sign and this has an M sign. That means it's distal and mesial, and we get 3 normal tips. So the effect of changing the tips are, let's say this is the teeth is like this and the scanner is like this. If we're using the normal tips, the light is going straight down. If we're using the mesial tips, the light is going a bit inwards, and if we're using the distal tips, the light is going outwards. So it depends on your preference on how you scan, and maybe some parts, for example the cervical, it would be definitely easier to use the mesial or distal because you can't get it with the normal tips, I'm very sure. Okay, and we'll try that later. Okay, that's for the hardware. We get the tips, and then we get the Panda scanner itself. This is the Panda scanner, and how you attach the tips is just like this. They have about an 80 autoclave cycle lifespan, so after that you're recommended to throw it away because it will not be used anymore. And remember, this kind of scanner uses light to project the scanning, so do not cover it with a plastic barrier because that will ruin the scan and the quality. Okay, this is the calibration tool. Yeah, and how you use it is just you plug the scanner inside, and I'll demo that later. Okay, and I'll show you how to set it up. You need a pretty good laptop for this. Okay, make sure you have a laptop that can support the software for Panda, because it's quite intensive with the graphics card, the RAM also, and the CPU. So I'll give you the link and description of the recommended specs of the PC. But I have tried it against a normal, less qualified PC, and it will not work so well. The scan will be slow, there will be jitters, and it's just not a good experience. So make sure you follow the recommended specs for this kind of tool. Okay, and this Panda is still using a wire for this Panda P2. And how you attach it is, there's this small control box, okay, and you attach power to it through this big cable from here, this cable, the power cable, and then you attach this smaller cable which attaches to the USB, and then the USB attaches to the laptop, and I'll show you the diagram of how that attaches to. Okay. Okay, and I have one more camera just to show the software soon, and I'll show that. Okay, when you're ready to scan, you press this button, this power button. Okay, and it'll start green. And then you can hear the fan, because this Panda uses a fan system. Okay. Okay, so the first part, and you can see the software now. We go to the order page. Okay. And when we go to the order page, we can put the patient name. In this case, I'll put Nicholas, my name. And we can put the dentist name, Mr. Dentist. And we can put the clinic name, let's say Thomasong in this case, okay? Thomasong Clinic. And then that's how you start a case. Okay? And then you can go to the planning stage first. So this planning stage is more for like your indication and your notes. So let's say you want to go do an orthodontics case, you can give the notes, but orthodontics case you don't have to choose what teeth you're doing because it's the whole arches. But if you're, let's say, doing a restoration case, you can say teeth number 11 and 12 is your, let's say, inlay and onlay, and then you can give the antagonist teeth, the antagonist label. So give me a sec. This is your antagonist, I would say. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Antagonist, you choose antagonist first, and then give the label of antagonist. Okay, and there's other things like crown, anatomic crown. Let's say you want to give tooth 18 anatomic crown, that's fine too. Okay, and then you can give the other side antagonist as well. It doesn't really affect the scanning performance or anything like that. It's just for your indication, which is easier. Okay, and then you can choose the material, what material you want to choose. Let's say here I want to use zirconium, and the color, okay, A2, and then you can choose the notes, what you want to write for this case. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you a demo of how we scan the tooth. Give me a second. Okay, and you can start the case in this case. Okay, so look at this. I have a demo teeth here, lower and upper jaw, and you can see the Panda software is right in front of you. So you choose which jaw you're gonna scan first, whether it's upper or lower, or are you gonna do the bite? But the bite has to be done last. You can choose which jaw you're gonna scan first, upper or lower. Let's just follow the sequence here, which is upper first. Okay, so this is my upper jaw right here. And of course, this is much easier in the model than in the mouth. I understand that, but for demo purposes, I have to use the jaw in the model. Okay, so you turn this on here. Okay, and you start seeing this light from the Panda scanner. You can see my hand there. And to start the software, you press start to start the scanner. Okay, and I'll show you how smooth Panda is for scanning. So you usually do the occlusal side first. Oops. This definitely needs practice, okay? Okay, if that happens, that means you're just scanning too fast or too far away. So go back to the last area that you scanned. Okay? Definitely needs practice. Yes. So just go at a natural pace. And after you're done with the occlusal side, you want to go to the mesial side. It's better to do it like this. Mesial side, look at how smooth is the scanning. Mesial side. Okay, and then go to the distal side. Make a nice turn there so the software can follow your movements. And you would definitely need to switch inside the mouth like so, because your hand can't go full arch inside the mouth. Okay, I'm just going too quickly here. Nice, okay. Look at all those blank spaces. You want to fill those in as well as you can. Okay. 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 And I think this is good enough for the upper jaw. Okay, and I'm gonna stop that for a while and just see the results. But you can see how smooth the scanner itself was. There's no actual jitters with the software unless my hand is too far from the scanner. As you can see here, there's still a lot of empty spaces that I didn't get, and I want to try to fix that. As I said, the cervical is very difficult to get with all intraoral scanners, not only this brand. Start. Remember occlusal side first. And then remember, inside the mouth you have to switch like this, because you can't bring your handpiece as it'll hit the cheeks. Look at that beautiful scanning. Okay, we go to the distal first, that's fine. And towards the anterior teeth you have to go back and forth like this. Look at how they're demoing it on the screen. You can see there's a bit of animation underneath the left side of the screen that shows you how to properly scan. And that's a good indication for the first time users. Okay, now we're done with the distal. We want to go to the mesial. Remember to make a smooth turn through the teeth 27. Oops, went too quickly. Remember to just always go to the last place you stopped at if you're having trouble with the red box. It just means the AI is not sure where you left off. Get that, very smooth. Very nice experience. Okay, and that's enough for the lower jaw. I'm sorry. Okay, and now we have the upper and lower already. We want to do the bite. Oh, this is no. This is not good enough. You see, there's still a lot of missing parts here. I'm gonna try to fix that first. So always do the post processing. Yikes! There's a lot of empty spaces in front just now. So we try to fix this. Yeah, try to fix the missing data as much as you can at least. Remember, cervical is very, very hard as usual. There we go. Okay, I think that should be better now. Yes, it's better, but you're still missing some data. It's okay, it's only for demo purposes, okay? Now we move on to the bite registration. Remember to always use a mouse actually for this kind of work. It's much better to use a mouse. Okay, got my mouse. Okay, that's much better. Okay, now the bite, you see this in the software, there's a buccal 1 and buccal 2. It doesn't really matter which one is buccal 1, left or right, you just have to scan both sides so that you get both, okay? So if you made buccal 1 left, don't scan buccal 2 as left again, you have to move to the right hand side. I'm gonna start. Make sure the teeth is closed during this bite scanning process. Buccal 1. You have to go like this, like a zigzag. And make sure they meet in the middle. Okay, finished for the buccal 1. And then now we move on to buccal 2, just the right hand side. This model is a bit, I don't know. Oh, I haven't started. Start now. Remember that the red box appears when you want to start. Okay, and as long as you already scan until the midline, that should be okay. So we stop here. Okay, and this is all done for the model, right? You can see. Now you have to press process, or what is it? Yes, next. Next will bring you into the processor tab. Let's see this. So this is where the software renders the scan file into a high resolution file, where they combine the lower arch and the upper arch and the byte registration into one. And this takes time also, depending on your laptop specifications. So the higher you have it, the better it'll be. Okay. And let me talk a bit about the different models of Panda P2, P2 Plus, and P3 while we're waiting for this. So there's many different functions for this. This demo unit is actually the lowest one I have. So there's only scanning. There's no gyroscopic function. Gyroscopic function means you can actually twist the handpiece and the picture in the screen will move according to how you twist the handpiece. That's gyroscopic function. And that's available in Panda P2 Plus. And in Panda P3, to start and stop the scanner, you would use a button which is on the handpiece itself. Okay, and it has gyroscopic function, of course. So it depends on your needs and your budget, but my recommendation is always to get the best specifications, because it's not a cheap product and you want to use it for a long time. And it's quite difficult to actually navigate everything from the laptop. If you saw my demonstration, it's much easier if you have everything on the handpiece itself. Okay, so you don't have to keep turning back to your laptop and doing it. Let the software process the picture we just got. Okay, and then I will be showing the demo of the post-processing next and what we can do through the software. So it's basic cleanup functions where you can clean the tooth. Okay, this is the final tooth. Yeah, and that's our model. Okay, you can see which parts you didn't scan properly if you use color, because it's easier. So yeah, you see that. We didn't scan some of the gum line properly, but that's okay because we don't really need that data. And what's important is you see that the scanning is smooth. See, there's no weird, like the tooth structure is smooth. There's no weird structures. It's smooth. Yeah, because I've seen where like some scanners, the result is weird. There's like weird bumps along the teeth, and that's not good. Okay, you can use base also. Base is like a stone model if you need that. Okay, and then you can use edit function, so you can clean. Clean is like you clean some parts of the tooth. Okay, return back first, and then you can measure the distance between some points, occlusion distance. So that's showing the distance of the tooth, whether there's contact or not. Okay, the more red it is, that means the closer the tooth are to each other. Okay, so like here you see it's close, that means there's contact. If there's no contact, it's like no color. Okay, and you can take a capture of the tooth too. See, then that data is captured. Okay, and the captured is safe, so it's like an intraoral camera as well. Okay, and after you're done, let's say you want to store the data. Okay, you can save it locally, which is what I recommend, of course, all the time. Let's say you save as, and I think I made a file for the Panda scanner already in my D drive. I always recommend the D drive, FRECD. Let's say I make a new folder today for the 10th. 10 September data. Okay, you can save it there. And what's nice about this Panda scanner as well is you can actually upload your data to the cloud and transfer it to the lab via the cloud. They have a system like that, which is very convenient. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that now. So we upload the data. Sync. Okay. Ooh. Now, here we go. So if you want to upload the data, you need to be a registered lab first. So the lab has to make an account with the Panda team within the Panda system, but that's free. The lab can make a free account to download the data later on, and then the dentist will have to upload and send to the lab. So let's say here, I made a lab yesterday. I made a lab already as a demo, and I would be using Centrum Dental Lab here. And then you start uploading. Okay, you choose Fracti and then you start uploading. Okay, and then that's gonna load. Okay, it's starting to upload. You can see it's a 23.77 megabytes file, and you're gonna have trouble sending that through the email or something if you didn't have this kind of service, because it's a very big file and your email will get full, or sometimes the scan data is very high res. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna open the software first. It's in my Start Fracti Cloud. Okay, so I'm gonna be opening the lab site, and let's see if it's already completed. Give me a sec here. Oh, it's still in progress, is it? Okay, just make sure that you're already logged into the lab site, right? So this is the lab site. The dentist will have to make one too for their dental side. And this is what happens, you see. Once here we go. And I got a case already. Here. This is the case from today, this one. Mr. Dentist, just now, right? Patient name, Nicholas. Dentist name, Mr. Dentist. And then you see the file here. So then you can, okay, it's still uploading. It's still uploading. This is the one I made yesterday. Then you can download that straight away to your D drive. Okay, see? You can download that through your cloud system, which is very nice. And then you would need to use ExoCAD, I guess, to play around with the data and make a crown or something from the lab side. Okay, that's how you use the cloud system, and that goes into my download folder. Just this one, and you have to unzip the file, of course. Give me a sec here. Scan data 10 September. Okay, just move it to that folder so that everything doesn't go inside. Open. Just ignore that. And see, it's done. The uploading is done. Okay. This is an example of where you want to extract to. Let's say you want to extract to this PC, downloads, and then go to this one, 10 September, where you just made it. And voila, all the data is there, including all your STL files or your scan files, upper jaw, lower jaw. Yeah. That was just an upper jaw yesterday. But the one I just made today is a full file. And see what happens when you're done. Just let me refresh this. Okay, and now you can download them if you want to. It's already completed. That demonstration helped for the Panda scanner, and you see a bit more of the quality. And hopefully it explained a bit more before you consider to purchase a scanner or try it. Thank you.